remove. Perfect. Will that work? So, broken mount up here that we are going to switch out. 12mm. And we're going to need that other floor jack too to support the transmission. Alright guys, we've got our transmission supported with the jack over here and a piece of wood, and as we did that, after we took off the securing bolts for the mount here, you can actually see how the transmission A is supported off of there and B, the mount is completely shot. So now we will remove the support. Alright guys, we had to get an extension here. Here we go. Alright, we should just have one more. Yeah, it's a tight one. The old Milwaukee though, tell you what, does what it's paid to do. Alright. Okay, there's two. Support this so it doesn't fall. Wow, look at that. The mount just came right off in half. Look at this. One part of the mount, the other one's up there. So we're going to set this aside. We'll give you the comparison of the new mount. And I'm going to take these bolts out by hand here because they go into aluminum, so I just want to feel, make sure I'm not galling up anything as I come out. I'm sure it's probably unnecessary, especially being that this is a Lexus, but we're going to do that just to be safe. Alright guys, you can see this old mount is in half. That was our clunking problem. Here's a new one. That is an OEM mount, not ordered from the dealer. Very soft rubber, so I would imagine for noise, vibration, and harshness. So we went ahead and went with the factory again to maintain the drive quality and drivetrain. All right, these are coming right out. So like I say, probably overkill by doing this by hand. I could have just zipped these out of here with the impact, but aluminum sometimes scares me, so I wanted to just make sure I wasn't causing more problems than we were correcting. So we had a pretty good clunk going on in the floor pan that you could feel. You can see obviously where the rubber's separated, so we're hoping that this will fix it. And I can't imagine that it's not going to at least help with something. So these cars are phenomenally well built, amazing quality when you're under here. So a nice soft rubber transmission mount wearing out after however long it's been, since 1996, and you're watching this, I'll take it. This is a pretty straightforward job. We got the car on ramps and jack stands to give us a little clearance under here, with backup jack kind of holding some pressure on the differential. I don't want today to be the day that I get smashed by a car. And here's the last one coming out. You guys can see right here. We're going to drop this off of here. Maybe. wise guy. All right, look at that. So there is the other part of the mount that was supposed to be connected to this. The isolators have left the chat. So here's our new mount, Toyota part number. I don't know if it's right side up, it looks like it. So we're gonna put that back up here, and these are universally oriented, so I'm not being super concerned about which way I put it. I did match the part up prior to make sure that there's no orientation issues with it. So obviously going to start these by hand, maybe. And then we'll give them the old good and tight with the ratchet here. Let's get these other ones started. They were very kind and left us access with this Y pipe for the flex disc and this mount. So very thoughtful engineering there. Seems to be not as prevalent anymore, but Toyota still seems to make an effort to do that. And when we were looking for this issue, obviously kind of checking these flex discs, that can be an issue. Flex discs are really solid. This is an Arizona car, nothing very rusted. Rot can be an issue, but it's not super prevalent unless it's this transmission mount apparently. So all right, we're gonna get these going. Of course, I put my jack right where you know, I need to be, but it only makes sense. Why would we put that somewhere where it's not in the way? All right, one more, and we'll give it the old digital torque wrench here. Just because I like to tighten in a cross pattern, we're going to do that to hopefully have this nice and square. Beep. 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 All right, all torqued there, ready to go. Now we are going to put our cross piece back on. The quality on this thing, aluminum, got structural support casted into it. Just amazing quality on this stuff. So we want to line these holes up here. There we go. Hopefully we don't have to do a lot of other lineup to get this stuff in. See if I can start one of these. So get an extra set of helping hands here. All right, there's one holding it up for us. Let's get the other ones going here. This mount is a lot thicker, so we're gonna have to go up a little bit. All right, guys, we had to lift the jack just a little bit. That old mount was smashed pretty darn good, so lifted the jack just a little bit to get the screws started here, and we'll tighten them up a little bit here with the old Milwaukee. Not old Milwaukee, that's gross, but the old as in OLE Milwaukee. right, so all right guys, so because I'm weird, just want to do this a little bit by hand, make sure nothing's cross-threaded. Obviously I'm upside down and underneath the car and don't want to take any chances. All right guys, put those in by mostly hand. I'm going to give them a couple little ugga-duggas here. Maybe if the socket would stay on the Milwaukee. All right, let's see. Just to make sure that we're tight and ready to go. Alrighty, now all that is left is putting the nuts back on here. You can find them. Where are the nuts? What was that movie? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? Yeah. Alright, these nuts are going to go on here. Strike one. Alright, we got a hit and a miss. What was a swing and a miss? Swing and a miss! Ooh, we're in bad movie quotes today. We got some Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We got some. All right, where'd that go? Oh, the third set of hands. Or I guess it'd be the second set, third hand, right? Once removed. Some cousin that from somebody you never met before. Could be. Who knows? All right, so those are obviously by hand. We got to find the little Makita here. All right, little buddy, it's your turn. You ready? Ready. Hey, digital torque wrench. Beep. Oh, digital torque wrench again. Beep, beep. And beep again. We'll hit it with the torque wrench. I don't know, this isn't, we're kind of past the German torque wrench of good tight here, so this is our Harbor Freight Taiwan torque wrench. Boop. 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 And boop. All right, guys, so we're going to take it down and give it a road test and see what's going on. There was quite a bit of deflection on this old mount, so you can see here it's smashed. I had to jack the transmission up probably a good another inch to get it to clear and then set it back down, and clearly both sides had separated and come off. So the mount we got from Parts Geek, said it was genuine, definitely has a Toyota sticker on it. All the markings and stampings appear to be identical, so hopefully we'll get another 20 some years out of this one, and we'll let you guys know how it works after the road trip. All right guys, so finished up here, took it for a road test. Definite reduction in vibration just in normal cruising, and no more clunking obviously under the seat. So here's the old mount we got off. I could tell when I was under there before by prying and lifting on the transmission slightly that it was not completely connected, and then obviously after taking it apart it wasn't connected at all. And you can see there where the bonding actually hold, and it separated the rubber completely from itself. So if you got some vibration in the and clunking in the seat when you're driving, seat area, that's right around where this mount is on the where it transfers vibration and thumping through to the inside. You might check that out. OE mount we ordered from Parts Geek, as I said earlier. I believe it was about $60. Definitely worth it. I would give this about a 2 on the scale of difficulty for doing. The longest portion of that was getting the car on jack stands and on ramps to get it high enough to get under there, and then lifting the transmission back up a little as these bushings on here were compressed. So I supported the transmission and lifted it ever so slightly off the mount to unscrew the old one. When I went back in with the new one, there was definitely probably a good 10 millimeters or so
of area that it needed to lift to accommodate the thickness of brand new bushing. So that's it, we're all done there, and moving on to the next thing. We heard some power steering whine, so we're going to investigate that here soon. So thanks for watching, and you guys have a good day.